Hey, this is Zmonster from Third Coast Airsoft.
Reaper, Airsoft Junkies.
And Coach, TCA.
So, hey, this is the Operation Serious Viking post-op recap and operations update. Hey, so Serious Viking, it's over, it's done. 410 players on the field. Weather cooperated perfect.
No rain?
Yes, it did.
No rain.
Well, it rained Saturday.
Yeah, 30 minutes. It rained on the op 4 when they were setting up, so that's not bad for the Tier 1. So, comments we were getting, AAR comments, sustain the air assaults and Kazivacs, using the moving trucks to get you guys on and off the battlefield. Sustain that. That kept any log jams from forming. So, like, hey, I want to assault in behind them. Okay. A couple of times it was a hot LZ, so that was kind of fun.
Yeah, they would get on and off the truck, right back into a medevac. But it was good stuff. Good stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Tier 1s, but you guys,
Tier 1s, we changed it up this year. I'll just talk about mine and then I'll hand it over to Matt because he's my Op 4 commander. We changed it up. We built some stuff to where we let the player, you guys, be able to once you set off demolition. We asked 1,000 times, anybody who wants to be a demolition, this is the time to do it. We set y'all up with IEDs and some satchel charges, pull jab. Okay, those things, they're live. As soon as you push the button, clackers, everything. It was amazing. It was amazing.
Oh, yeah.
You walked with the ambushing team.
Yeah.
And it was awesome. I walked with Claw and Fang, and they blew up both buildings. And the pyrotechnics was amazing. So it was amazing.
We're definitely going to add to that. I think Crossfire 2, we're going to do some door breaching.
Yes, for sure.
So, hey, guys, Crossfire 2, get your tickets. That's my shameless plug. All right.
I was actually on the field, and you guys are going against me and my guys. We had a blast. We actually got to see some of that pyro on the other end. So not just, we knew it was there, but actually seeing it go off, it was just like, okay, that just happened. But yeah, guys, we're going to bring more to you guys. We're going to try to bring the fight harder. So we want you guys to, take what we took from the last, Tier 1 mission and bring it to the next one. So you guys are ready and prepped to take on another full assault. But it turned out to be an amazing Tier 1. Both nights were really good. So definitely look forward for some more stuff.
Some AAR comments was, and particularly Rock, thanks for the AAR comment about putting some kind of warno out or giving some kind of opportunity for players as they check in to go look at what the Tier 1s are going to be before the main op order brief. So Coach came up with the idea of the Tactical Ops Center, the talk. So we'll set up a talk. So as you check in, you're like, hey, what is that? Well, that's the Tier 1 tent. So you can go in the Tier 1 tent, drink a bottle of water, look at the map set, look at the mission set.
If I'm in there, I could hint, give you a little bit of clues, or just talk to you about what's going on with it. Not try to give you too much because it is just a warno.
Yep, and you got to prep.
So yeah.
Then the next one is we're going to go back to the formula from Stonebreaker 2 where we had a lane in the north, a lane in the south. I think what we're going to do is we want to give you guys a lot more hands-on and break it down to smaller groups. So you're looking at squad plus, no more than 20 per lane. We'll run 20 lanes we'll run 20 players per lane, 4 lanes each night. So that way you guys, 1, we get done a little earlier. That way it's not too late. 2, every lane is more focused on a smaller group. So that's a big takeaway. Thank you, players, for giving us that feedback. Final score, Serious Viking, 53,991 for the West, and Eastern, 55,097 points. So Imperials, you took it again, man. The Empire's striking back this year.
Yes.
We've seen a lot of events we've gone to, both the ones that we've gone as players and the ones that we've hosted, where it's Green's year. I mean,
it's the opposing forces year. That's just across the board.
So we'll see if that continues the trend. I mean, I know Overwatch 2.
Yeah. I was sitting here thinking maybe we should take it over to the Green.
No.
I'm just playing.
We wouldn't do that to you guys. We've already
want to do that.
So thanks for the feedback, and then we give the scores. Upcoming ops, Crossfire 2.
This weekend in Texas.
Jonestown, Texas, Texas Paintball. Tickets are still on sale. $35 for an op. That's hard to beat. $20 Tier 1s for Saturday night. So
Saturday night Tier 1.
A little different for the guys who are interested. We're doing Tier 1s on Saturday night and the main game on Sunday. That field, if you have not seen Texas Paintball, is amazing. And it's not the same. So
it's a well-themed
Oh,
field.
yeah.
It's like it's
So you're going from like
amazing.
Vietnam to Normandy to
Crack house
Lincoln
up on the
Logs.
hill
Yeah,
and
so
trench alley. It's
and
amazing.
what the event's going to be cross field, so you may start on one end and fight your way through these different environments, or fight your way back through different environments. So Crossfire 2, don't forget. Starburst 8.
Dun, 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 dun.
Hey, the big one, man. Texas, Starburst 8, Mathis, Texas, in November. Tickets are on sale already. Reaper, you experienced your first Starburst last year. Talk to us about it, man.
Man, it made me. I had to take my skills to a different level.
Yeah.
I'm so used to the woods and
His hamstrings were not ready.
I'm used to a different playing style, but I had to adjust to it, and it actually made me better as a player. So the terrain is rough, but it definitely preps you and gets you ready for anything.
And then the value of key terrain, the Jujan Pass, Harlock Village,
Yes.
the High Hill, the Whale.
Mhm.
Guys are like, well, kind of know the field. Well, now we're using even more of the field. We really only used half. So coach is going to do the recon, look at Mathis, look at the Caliche Pit, and go, okay.
Get some good tier 1s for
Yeah.
you there. I got some good.
Yeah, he's got a
bigger.
So then, again, tickets are on sale. I had a player ask me who came from Texas who was not sure what side to sign up for because he was like, hey, I'm used to Allies versus K-Force. I saw it on the back of the T-shirt.
Yeah.
Wow. So, yeah, for the guys who aren't tracking, especially the Texas guys, the Louisiana guys, hey, the back of the T-shirt says Western Coalition, Allied Forces, and on this side of the shirt it says Eastern Empire K-Forces. And I had an Eastern Empire guy this weekend go, what are K-Forces? And I went, oh, man, that's your allies west of the Mississippi down in Texas. So if you're thinking about coming over to Starburst and you want to run green, you're going to sign up for K-Force. Also,
Green.
whereas we have Able Baker and Easy companies out here in Georgia, they have Task Force K-Bar, Task Force Ripper, and Task Force Darby, which are company size elements. And then for K-Force, you have the Light Guards, Airborne Regiment, and Light Guards, Airborne Regiment, and the Rifle Regiment.
Rifle.
And then you have Commandos. So,
Commando.
so guys were like, oh, okay, Chaos Dagger Fight Company, what do I sign up for, and how do I sign up for it? So that's how we split it up. The storyline's 8 years running, so Starburst, you don't miss it. Vehicles are authorized, just email us, let us know what you want to do. Then, quick break for Santa. We'll do a Toys for Tots game, of course.
Oh, right on.
Stonebreaker 3, GTI, in March. March. In March. Guys, Stonebreaker 2 was pretty awesome. Stonebreaker 3 is going to blow you away. Don't miss out. Tickets should go on sale around the mid-October, 1 November time frame. Dragon Rogue 4. You guys asked for it.
One.
We know you want it. We just got to
back.
find out when. So we're definitely looking to return to Georgetown and go to Team Airsoft's field. Shooting Star.
Shooting Star, Texas.
Sometime in spring of 17, we'll look for it. Naval Air Station was pretty awesome.
Pretty awesome. Definitely, if we go back there, we're going to add some more features to it. You know how we are. We don't ever try to do the same game twice. And we've been pretty successful on that. So if it's the place, we're going to add on to it.
If not, we're looking for another location. I know the guys were like, hey, when are you coming out here to Wisconsin, or when are you coming out here to West Texas? Hey, we're looking at good locations. Let's see. Playing-wise, you guys play Airsoft? Yeah, we're players too. Our next one is Fulda Gap.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't been to Fulda Gap since like 2011, so this is going to be a good one for me.
Yeah.
1,000+ players. It's the 10th anniversary, somebody told me. Man, you're going to have to school me up on Fulda.
Oh,
as we get
man.
closer to
I'm going to be
Fulda.
a first-time going.
Yeah,
So
Fulda is a different experience. It's more of a. I heard someone call it a. What they say, a kickback game, something to kind of
just BB Fest.
Yeah, something to just kind of sling some BBs, have some
I
fun.
heard somebody would call it Airsoft Shot Show, and I went, wow.
You could call it that.
so-
You could call it that. Just something to get out there, get with
I'm looking forward to seeing everybody.
time players.
And not have to staff and move stuff around.
Yeah.
Talk to people, that's just the main thing.
So-
But it is really fun, guys. Really fun.
So the next one, Overwatch 2, Doomsday Airsoft. Thanks for supporting us. We're going to return the favor. you guys came and played at ours. We want to come down and play at yours.
Oh, yeah.
So we're running on tan down there.
Mhm.
Looking forward to it. So the Crytac LMG, as you guys know, we were one of the first hosting companies to allow the Crytac as a support weapon in Milsim games. Well, I mean, it works great.
Oh, yeah.
What's so special about this one?
This particular one has an F1 Polar Star in it. We actually had one of the guys on the Eve hit or the Eve mission actually run one of these in the machine gun nest. And from what you guys said,
Everywhere he was on the field, hey, Steve Morlock, Scooby, Team Omega, hey man, you rocked this thing.
Oh yeah, definitely.
What I love about it is it gives the player an option to switch to semi, go indoors. If they lower their FPS to rifleman class, they're good to go indoors. They can go if the building's big enough. Obviously, you stay at support weapon class, 1.86 joules. They can still run with a 50-foot MED. Honestly, great platform, awesome. I love the Crytac. I know Godfather does. So, what's so special about the M27 here? We asked the player base, hey, two things, semi-auto rules, and whether or not the M27 should be allowed as a support weapon. We made a quick change in regards to M27s being allowed as support class for Serious Viking as a play test, very limited play test. You guys came through with flying colors. Now, this thing, you can use it as a support weapon. You can use it as a DMR. We've seen it used either way in Afghanistan. I saw Marines in Helmand Province using it in more of a DMR role, sometimes a squad support weapon role. So for Milsim purposes, they kind of shied away because they just couldn't identify it right away. Refs and a lot of you didn't want an entire platoon running M27s. Well, with Third Coast Airsoft, we sell support weapon classes extremely limited. There's only about 6 per company, or 9 for 3 platoons, 3 per squad. So it worked out well, Serious Viking. We're going to allow it in Third Coast events as a support weapon. Now understand that once all the support tickets are sold, that's it. There is no more. So if you want to run an AAR or an M27, get that ticket fast. This is a true to the replica. You've got, this is not a 416 with a heavy barrel. This is a branded M27. I know the guys that were running RPKs were like, hey, I'm running an RPK. What's, AK-47, MG36. There's a very specific look required for an RPK or a G36 support weapon. Same thing here. It has to be a branded, typed, true to replica, a faithful replica. So a couple of guys running IARs or M27s there at Serious Viking said, hey, thanks for letting me run this thing. I'm looking forward to it. What's special about this one? I know it's already sold.
Yes, this one's actually already sold. Man, we actually got back from the event and boom, it was gone. But this one right here has a Polar Star fusion engine in it. Good thing about this gun, the DMR setup that you can actually get out of it. You can, like you said, you can go from a support weapon and now you can do also the DMR role with this particular gun, which is awesome because, like you said before, a lot of guys were asking about it. But this one's already set up as a Polar Star fusion engine, so different nozzles, different FPSs is what you can get out of them. So it's an amazing gun, very amazing gun, high seller, definitely with us.
Yep, and I know Elite. This is the particular one made by Elite Force, licensed by H&K. I love this thing. I saw the Marines training with it out in Helmand Province. So it was good. Airsoft did a faithful replica, a reproduction of it. Okay, so closing thoughts. Serious Viking. Favorite objective?
Favorite objective has to be up in the outer sector of North, which was Eve.
Yep.
Eve was just, it was such a gritty fight. Both teams got a chance to defend it for an hour to see if they get max points. I believe one went
50, West did 56 minutes.
56 minutes. Great tactics. Both teams put great tactics
absolutely.
down. Used these kind of bad suckers in perfect fields of fire.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
Eastern PKM, a PKM gunner, Keith Leary. A good job out there with your boys. One guy completely in Russian kit. set up his PKM right by the bridge and was doing final protective fires with the the PKM. Sorry, great place to be located. Talked about Western. Hey, Omega had 3 dug-in machine gun teams that were just doing the deed.
We just kept bounding back. It was really great.
Put the hurt, put a hold on Eastern a little bit before Eastern was able to do an end run. So yeah, Objective Eve.
Mine has to be Lisa. Lisa
the dense pipe yards,
Yeah, it was 3-dimensional, just 3 levels of pure awesomeness is what I can.
A lot, and you saw it. A lot. We saw the guys on camera monitoring the cameras. Thanks, Tim. Said, "Hey, they're about to take Lisa." No, they're not. You know, I'm about to see a box change on Lisa. And what happened? They weren't cleared high. They weren't looking high. And so both teams, it wasn't just one or the other. Both teams that took Lisa, definitely.
Yeah, it was
look, you saw that
fight.
One of the guys on camera went and got hit. So that happened more than once on Lisa.
Oh yeah.
For me, it's a tie between Monica and Carla. Carla only because that objective was way out in the wood line on top of a hill. And it was funny because both teams did an air assault out there, dropped troops off, and tried to hold the truck, run out, flip the switch, no contact, okay, great, come back, get in the vehicles, or request a pickup, and then come back into the fight. And every now and then you'd see both teams accidentally collide on Carla. And then Carla would pretty much be left alone, and then the camera operator or the monitor, Tim, would go, "Hey, Carla just changed hands," and we're like,
yeah,
it's silent over there.
You got that one lone wolf.
Yeah, the one lone wolf did make a difference. Let it be said that I guess one time, one guy in your flank can actually change the game.
Oh yeah.
Monica, only because 2 things. One, if you didn't hold Monica, you weren't taking Lisa or Susan. You sure as hell weren't going to hold up that side of the field.
No, you weren't.
And 2, the vehicle-on-vehicle fighting. Preacher, you're a deadly man, let it be said. Jason Platts, you're a deadly man, let it be said. Both of you guys were getting some wicked vehicle kills with your launchers. So Monica definitely, you went from open terrain to closed terrain, and you had to get into urban, so that was a big piece.
Oh yeah.
Last thing I would say about Viking is, it's the full spectrum piece. You went from open terrain to closed terrain, urban, CQB. One of the guys said, if you moved through the streets, you were asking to be mowed down.
Oh yeah.
So, guys, if you moved through the streets and you didn't get hit, you got lucky. A lot of the guys figured it out pretty early on and got off the streets and moved through the pipe yards and found those little keyholes that got you from one one block to the other.
Yeah.
So, all right,
Fulda. That is coming up in the second week in October. That is, of course, it's always fun.
We will be there.
Yeah, we'll actually be there.
I will be there.
So, TCA will be set up right next with us, next to Airsoft Junkies, and we will be having fun with you guys. We'll be there to conversate and have a good time.
All right, with that, we'll see you guys later.
Later, guys.
Take it easy.